A gravedigger opened a coffin to bury one body and found another body already waiting inside. What happened next was so disturbing that the cemetery was eventually shut down. People in my town still talk about what happened in the old cemetery years ago. A gravedigger named Michael was working late one evening after a funeral. The sun had almost set, and the cemetery was silent, except for the sound of wind moving through the trees. As he was preparing to leave, something caught his attention. One of the newly filled graves looked strange. The soil wasn't flat anymore. It looked as though someone had dug into it during the night and then hurriedly covered it again. Michael assumed it was the work of vandals. The next morning, he returned with the cemetery manager to inspect the grave. After digging for several minutes, they reached the coffin. Everything seemed normal at first, but when they opened the lid, both men froze. Inside was the woman who had been buried there 3 days earlier. Lying right beside her was another body, a man no one recognized. His clothes looked old and worn, almost from another era. The police were called immediately. Investigators searched for missing person reports and checked records from nearby towns, but nobody could identify him. Then came an even stranger discovery. According to the medical examiner, the man hadn't died recently. He had been dead for years, yet his body showed almost no signs of decay. The story spread throughout the town, and people stopped visiting the cemetery after dark. Most thought it was just a bizarre mystery, until it happened again. A week later, workers discovered another grave that appeared to have been disturbed overnight. Police arrived and opened it. The newly buried body was still inside, but so was the same unknown man, lying beside it, exactly as before. There were no signs that anyone had dug up the grave. No footprints, no damaged soil, nothing. It was as if he had simply appeared there. The cemetery installed security cameras and extra lighting, but no camera ever captured anything unusual. The case was eventually closed. No suspect was found. No explanation was ever given. Even today, older residents avoid walking near that cemetery after midnight, because some claim they've seen a man standing between the graves, watching silently, waiting for the next burial. And if those stories are true, there may already be room for him in the next coffin. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends. Let's see who gets scared first. And make sure to subscribe, because you don't want to miss the next story. It might happen to you next night.